show you how to use the remote editor in LeaveChat Connect. Right now, I'm in my SLP account on the home page, and I'm going to use the navigation bar to go to the remote editor. Once here, I can see the users that I have been allowed access to, and I'm going to click on this one, the child demo account. Now I'm in their home screen. I can tell that I'm in an editing screen because up here it tells me whose account I'm editing. I'm going to go to their users boards, and then I'm going to scroll down to the board that I want to edit. So I'm going to use this child demo. This is the view. If I want to just view their board as they see it, I can download it and look at it here. And say they were doing therapy with me, I could pull this up and model on it. And then I'm going to go to the edit button here. And I know I'm in editing because up here it says I'm in edit mode, but also I now have all of these options. So the first thing I'm going to do is hide some buttons. So I could hide she, not, and don't want. And then I could also change a button out. So maybe I want this to be the category for feelings. So I can add the full category, and I know it's a category because it's got the little black triangle on top. Maybe then I want to edit this. Maybe I don't want it to say feelings. Maybe I want it to say emotions, so I can change that as well. And I click to save, and you can see that it updated over here. I can also add a new button. So I'm going to go to categories, and I'm going to go to animals. And I want to add a button for starfish because I don't have that in here. It's in animals, but if I wanted to go to a different category, I could choose a different category. I'm going to leave the category as orange because that's the color for nouns using the modified Fitzgerald key. Then I'm going to save it. And then when I go like this, it's going to show up right here. Another thing that I can do is to add a custom category. So I'm going to go into transportation, and I'm going to add a new button, and I'm going to add a new category. So I'm going to add a category for trains, and it's in the category transportation. But again, if I didn't want it to be in this category, I could choose a different category for it. So now I have the category trains, and now I want to add a new button. So I'm going to add a picture for a passenger train. And you can see that it's in the category trains. And now we have that picture there. And then when I go home, you can see that the buttons that I previously hid are still hidden. And then if I wanted to add a vocab pack, I can go here, I can explore, and maybe I want to turn on some currencies. So I would say show topic. And then when I go into money, that currency is now available. Another thing that I can do is edit the name. So if I go up here to this pencil icon, I can edit the name of the board. I could change the description, and I could make the board scrollable if I wanted to. And now you can see the name has changed up here. I'm going to exit edit mode now. So I'm going to press this X. And now I'm going to show you the assign button. So this is our assign button, and if you press on it, you can assign that board to any of the devices that users logged into. So I could set it to the mobile device, and now it's active there. If I wanted it active on all of the devices, I could just press make active for all devices. And then lastly, if I really liked this board and I wanted to edit it, but not while the child's using it, I could make a copy of the board. And then there's a copy. Another section that is available in remote management is the data. If you click in the data section, you will see an aggregated version of what words the user has used and how often and when. To maintain a sense of privacy, we don't tell you exactly when the child has, what exactly the person has said, but we show you the words that were used, but not the order they were used in. So in this example, the duration of which these words were used was 4 minutes. It was on April 3rd. They used a total of 57 words, but the words that were distinct were 21. That means some of the words were repeated. Same thing down here. This one says 11 total words, and the distinct words were 7, which means some of those words were repeated as well. And this is just a nice graph showing you how those words worked within these time periods. From remote management, you can also adjust the board settings of the user's boards. These are the same board settings that are available within the WeaveChat AAC app in Settings, Board Settings. You can also adjust the look and feel. Again, these are the same settings that are available within the app, so you can adjust button size, font size, border width, and the color scheme, so light or dark mode. And then you can also adjust the pin configuration, so which parts of the app are available and which are locked down. If a pin was entered, it would show here, and it's not hidden. So if the user ever forgot their pin, you could go in from here and see what the pin was, and then just tell them and let them add it back in. And then this is the home screen, and it tells you how many boards they have, if they've added any phrases, and how many buttons they've used out of the total number of buttons available.